Dragons are light workers. They always try to find balance in everything. And yet, the dragon at the same time is standing inside of the darkness. Inside of the darkness, they create the star, a star of light, a star of the draconic eye, a dragon eye that you always can use, a connection with you and your dragons. Inside of the darkness, the great darkness, the void of Leviathan, they create a light of everywhere where they go, of every single gate wherever they go. So what does this mean? The dragon is a light worker, yet they stand inside of the darkness. They have great knowledge of the darkness, and that is also something that you can learn. What our humanity is actually stopping us from learning from dragon darkness, draconic darkness. Of course, there is no greater teacher for you than the great Leviathan, Lord Leviathan. Lord Leviathan is a dark lord, very dark, but just like the dragons, he as well is trying to seek light for them, and that is for some people strange, that a dark lord like Leviathan can find light, want to find the light. That is because complete darkness does not exist. It is always balanced, and that is also where the dragon stands for. But yeah, that what I just want to say is that your dragon as well one day will teach you the ways of the dark arts of the dragons. And it's not to tease you or something with this, but to teach you the ways of every single thing upon this world, as well as the darkness. I learned that there is a lot of darkness inside of us, but that we just don't need to fight it. When my dragon is trying to find the darkness within myself, I was afraid to go asleep, afraid to close my eyes, to know what I'm going to see. When the dragon pulls me inside of the void and shows me my own darkness and my goddess, that was hard. That was simply hard to endure. Whatever the dragon makes you see is your own reflection of darkness. That you can become a dark lord yourself, because you don't need to fight it. You need to conquer it, and you need to be one with it. Because this is draconic darkness, and my dragon teach me amazing things. Just like there is a way where all of your darkness, all of your hate, all of your fear, all of your negative energy can be concentrated in one place inside of your body. You can concentrate it and place it in your hand, your own darkness inside of your hand. Everything that you have from darkness can be placed in one, can be centered in one place here, where you have the most focus and most grip. And you can visualize this as a great black ball of energy inside of your hands. And the only thing that you need to do is not to throw it away, because it will always come back to you. Your darkness will always be yours. You cannot throw it away, but you can learn from this. My moment of learning of dark magic, dark energy, dark draconic energy was my hatred was actually much more than I actually wanted. And that is also what a lot of people have. They have a lot more darkness than they actually want to have. But you can you can center this. You can use your own darkness. And my dragon was teaching me how to center it, how to center all of the darkness that I have, and even give the energy, give your darkest energy. Or you can do the same with light, because that is what you can do also with your light energy. All of your joy, all of your happiness, everything, your love, you can also center it inside of a great ball of light. A ball of light that you can give to others. And when you give this to others, just a piece of it, your own blessing actually comes to them. Whenever this happens, you are giving them a draconic light. Whenever you center this inside of your hand, you give them the ball of light, your own light energy, draconic light energy. But with darkness, this is actually very dangerous when you can do this, and when you can manage, when you have managed to center it and to learn from this. you can, of course, not throw it away, but you can give this to someone. You can give this energy to someone, and eventually your darkness in yourself, when you give this, it comes back to you, but not all of it. Some of it remains, and inside of you the darkness stays. So there is nothing, you cannot get rid of your darkness, you can only use it. That is also what dragons do. In my first attempt of using dark energy from the dragon, I put all of my darkness inside of one crystal, all of it, and it was absorbing it like a sponge. And I was donating this to someone else. And then I could finally behold how strong and how dark it can be when you give your own darkness to someone else. So it's better to focus on it and to learn from your own darkness instead of giving this to someone. As well as your own happiness. It is your happiness that you created. It is better to keep it inside of yourself, but just simply to know, and that is with every energy that you have. You can center your draconic energy inside of your hand. You can even detect other dragons with it. Your hand is very sensitive, so that is why it's a very good tool to use your hand, but also to create dark and light inside of it, in a ball, just a simple ball. Dragons, they are sometimes being seen with a ball, or that they have a ball inside of their hands. Most of the time this is the ball of energy that they created and they have centered inside of their hand, and it is also something that you can do. Concentrate. All of this darkness that the dragon has is also being, it's been like I said, the dragon is more like the one that balances it. Everything is balance. So don't be afraid if there is more darkness than light. There will never be. But humans just don't want to see their darkness. And the darkness has to be seen in order to control it. Because sometimes your darkness can be out of control. When this happens, depression might come, failure, or things in life that just you don't want to care anymore. Too much darkness is never good. Let your dragon help you to carry away and to balance your darkness. But you can learn so many things from the darkness. Like I said, Leviathan, Lord of the Darkness in itself, is not an evil entity like everyone is saying. He is actually what I learned to be father of all dragons. And the dragon father that teaches his children the ways where he is. The ways of his void, the ways of darkness. Because every dragon has darkness in them. They are not this 100% light, angel-like beings from heaven. They are also not this darkness, demonic-like things from hell. They are in between, just like everything upon this world. Just need to understand everything upon this world. You have the power to create your own darkness inside of your hands. And I would like you to do the same. Just your focus on all your draconic energies. Focus on light or dark, and let it become a ball, and let you hold this ball of energy inside of your hands. And whatever you do with it, it is up to you, of course. You can throw it away, but I've been seen that this doesn't work. It will always come back because this is your energy. This is your dragon that is very dark. You can even focus yourself on all of the darkness and light to create to see the dragon of light and dark separated from each other inside of you. You can even do that, to see your own dragon as a pure angel or as a demonic one. But in fact, your true energy is the one that is in between. The dragon that is in between light and dark. But they are controllers of it. They are rulers of it. And that is also what we need to do on the dragon's path. When the dragon is teaching us of light and dark, we need to control it. And this is the best way to create dragon magic, but also the best way to create your own path. Whenever you understand your own darkness, when you understand the dragon that is talking to you, the black one, or when the white one is talking to you as well. learning how to create a ball. Just don't play with it. Whenever you do this, focus yourself on this ball, on the ball of darkness or the ball of light. Whenever you do this, hold it and see it, whatever is inside of your ball of darkness and light. So yeah, and that is also why the dragon is holding this ball so many times inside of in drawings, but also in figurines or things like this, in images of the dragon. The dragon is always carrying a ball, and this is the ball of energy, of dark and light.